Hello, good morning, my dear shining beings. It is I, Sylvia, coming to you from beautiful Eastbourne by the sea. Ah, and it is sanctuary time. It is time to get away from all the craziness, from the hard, basically. It is time to get away from the hard for a while, because you cannot solve a problem from the space where it was created. Hello, Sarabi. Hello there. You are on time indeed. Fantastic. We're going to change the clocks at some point this week or next week, and then everybody's going to be out of time once more, and it's going to be fun. Welcome to you from wherever you are around the world, and whether you're wanting to leave a comment and say hello or not, or if you're coming to this later and it's in the middle of the night, that's fine as well, because in the sanctuary there is no time, there is no space, there is no poverty, there is no disconnection. And instead of saying what there isn't, we might as well say what there is. There is connection and there is love, and there are all sorts of beautiful things. So a very hearty welcome to you all. I'm not even going to go into commenting on anything that's going on in the heart right now. It's where we spend most of our time, most of our attention, and it is just nice to get away from that. And I felt like it this morning. I felt like getting away from it all and taking a spiritual holiday, an energy body holiday, a moment of just So if you'd like if you'd like to join me for just a moment of and for those among us who may think that the heart is all there is and it's ever so important and it's the alpha and omega of everything, it really isn't. It just seems that way. And this too shall pass. Now, I'm pretty old, and this has the advantage that I have seen things come and go many times. And I know that every time something comes up, like this thing we're in right now, it's the end of the world. It's never happened before. It's never been as bad as this before. It is as far as terrible times are concerned. But believe it or not, I've heard that at least 20 times now, and I'm only 60. So, yeah. Good morning, Wendy and Marianne, and good morning, Bear from Ireland. Hello. Hey, hey. Good morning, guys. Lovely to see that you're here with me today. Welcome to Sylvia's Sanctuary. Lucas, hello. Lovely. Well, and thank you for your kind words of encouragement, Lucas. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I was just saying that I'm only 60 and I've been through these panic attacks 20 times. Okay, so it was panic attacks that were more localized and we weren't made to, wear strange uniforms and stay inside our houses and what have you. But, what can I say? When they had the Blitz in London, nobody was allowed to keep their lights on at night in fear of bombs dropping on their head. It is what it is. The heart is what it is. Good morning, Roberta Ann from the US of A, and dear Paul. Good morning, Paul. Lovely that you're here. If you're watching this on YouTube or rewatching it on YouTube and saying, who the hell am I saying hello to? This is streaming to Facebook and to YouTube, and most of our people are on Facebook. And that is why you cannot see their comments on the YouTube stream. I thought I'll explain that because it seems strange that I'm welcoming people that you can't see on the YouTube streams. Yeah, so this too shall pass, and I'm German, and I'm living in England. I've been living in England for a long time, and there's still plenty of people around who actually remember the bombs dropping and the war and not having any food and having to, butter being some kind of magical holy grail or coffee for that matter, where, the diamond rings were traded for such commodities. And it's not that long ago that this stuff was going on. But, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And the people who make it through these times are the strong people. And that doesn't mean strong as in aggressive or physically strong at all. It means people who are strong inside, who are not running around like headless chickens. Those are always the first to fall in any panic scenario. It also does bad things for the immune system, running around like a headless chicken. Very bad. So in a pandemic, that's also not something you really want. I saw somebody post something that said, like, the virus is on a certain vibration, and if you're on a higher vibration, then it cannot affect you. Now, I would take that with a grain of salt. I would. But I like it as a concept and an idea. And the more, sort of strong we can be inside, the better the position we can be in to, survive whatever this craziness of life throws at us. Whether it's the barbarians invading Rome or whatever the hell, whatever the hell goes on. Human beings are so much stronger than they think they are. They're so much stronger than they think they are. They're so full of fears, and they just forget that we are the ultimate survivors. We're still here. We are in our billions at that. Okay, what else I got to have here? Good morning, Sue Pierce. Hello. And Ilka's here. Oh, wow. Yes, just turned up as I was clicking on this one. Morning, Ilka, in beautiful Germany. So Bear says, so grateful for Star Matrix and Supermind, as Ireland is debating on whether we enter total lockdown again. My favorite saying is, this too will pass, just like all the nice things pass too. Yeah, right. Life goes on. Very good. Yes. This too shall pass. And the point being of it is to stay strong as a person. And there are certain things that help with that. There are certain things that help with that. One of the things that help with that is to have this emotional intelligence, to understand that, 99.9% of our fears will never come true. They just won't. We have this capacity to play all these crazy scenarios in our heads, like the greatest writer of a zombie TV show. We can be, lying in bed at night and creating these horrendous scenarios in our minds. And our poor energy body and our poor physical body doesn't understand that none of that is real. So it freaks out. And then we get all these problems, from stress, from skin rashes to migraines to depressed immune systems, that then let in all sorts of other bugs. And, living in fear is just not good for us. It really isn't, and we don't have to. Good morning, Francis Jones. Hello there. Hello. Where are you from? I'm curious. We have a very world-spanning congregation audience here this morning. So yeah, there's loads of things that we can do to stay strong. And the more the crisis plays out around us, the more beneficial it becomes for ourselves and for our loved ones to find that strength, which is actually energy flowing through our living energy bodies and giving us this spine, this strength in our spine, and this widening of perception. And that is so important in a crisis, the widening of the perception. So rather than being terrified and staring at that which is coming towards you, you've got this wide perception where you can take advantage of whatever there is in your practical physical environment. And, sometimes there's nothing you can do, but many times there is an exit, there is something that can help, there is something that will make the difference between survival or not. So it really is a good thing to keep ourselves, keep our hearts of energy strong, keep our energy flowing through us. And the fewer time we can spend, the less time we can spend sitting around and just freaking out about stuff that hasn't even happened, or that isn't even here, or that doesn't even concern us on so many levels, the better, the better. So it is really, really good for us all to just go, just for a moment. I'm still alive. This too will pass. And if this incarnation goes up in flames, there's the afterlife to look forward to. And that's also something that, that sort of, I'm pretty sure the afterlife will work better with some energy awareness and some, some practice in sanctuary. Let me have a quick look at what we have here. Francis. Francis is in Wales. Hello, waving to Wales. Beautiful place. I must visit again soon. Alfred Heath. Good morning. Hey, strong energy is immunity to all sorts of things. Look, I am one of these people who doesn't dance with the unicorns. I went on a diatribe yesterday about new age delusions and the damage that does to what real energy work, what we're trying to do here. I would never say that if you just go up on the Sue scale and you get up to higher energy levels, that you will be immune from the beer bug. So I would never say that. I can't prove that. I don't know that. But I do know that the higher you can be, the more up on the energy chart you can be, the more your energy body can support your physical body in all its doings, that it's trying to do, digesting, healing, repairing, providing energy for life. The more we can do that, the better chance we have to not get all sorts of stress problems. This I can say with 100% certainty. Good morning, Beryl and Sue. Sue says she's just started the Modern Energy Foundation course. Excellent. That'll give you a great overview. And it's for if you're not a GOE member, if you join the GOE, it's only about £30 a year, something like that. And you are going to get the Modern Energy Foundation course for free, so that you know what we're doing and why we're doing it and how these things are connected, and and find out what we're doing. So yeah, I had to, as usual, type a title into the box so that we would know what this was going to be about. And I saw something this morning on Facebook. It was a book called Demon Voices by the guy who wrote his Dark Materials. And Daemon Voices, not Demon Voices, Daemon Voices, spelled with a Daemon, and it is supposed to be the Greek meaning. But any English speaker that hears that, any German speaker who hears that, will think immediately demon voices, and they will be really put off by that. And this bugs me. This is one of those things again where I'm like, we need to sort this out, people. We need to make this clear what this is, logical. We need to stop freaking out. And once we, stop freaking out and going, oh my God, I don't want demon voices in my head. We can actually get somewhere in life. So, okay. So yeah, the Daemon Voices. This guy is obviously a writer of fiction and stories, and like Philip K. Dick, and everybody else, for God's sake, who writes science fiction, science fantasy stories, or any kind of story. He is working with his energy mind. Of course he is. Its energy mind is showing him, and I use showing as in sanctioning him, is showing him what the story is, how the story progresses. It's your dear energy mind working together with your conscious mind. So what happens is that the energy mind shows you the story. The conscious mind observes this, hopefully with all six senses. And then the physical body types down or writes down in longhand what they have observed. Just like a reporter that you see on television is in front of some kind of a thing, and he's saying, and over there is this, and over there's that, and it's really very simple. It's very simple, and we don't have to talk about diamonds here at all. We can talk simply about our dear, dear, dear energy mind instead. Oh, man, what would you rather have a good relationship with? A daemon or your dear, dear, beloved energy mind? The head and the neurology of your living energy body. That which connects us with the wonder worlds of energy. That which translates for us the invisible structures of energy into things that we can understand, like brooks and rivers and mountains and people and objects. Our dear, dear energy mind. Oh, morning, Solar Phoenix. Hello. Yeah, so this is one of those things where I haven't invented something. What I've done is I've sorted things out so that they work and that we can think about them, that we can talk about them in a way that is beneficial rather than destructive, shall we say. So the dear, dear energy mind. And what I love, I mean, I don't even know where I want to start with that. Star Matrix is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Do a web search for it. Follow the link that I put under this video. Have a look at it. It is heretical. It is revolutionary. It is the way out of all these dark, dark corners people have painted themselves in with their crazy philosophy that sits at the bottom of stuff, that believes we only have 5 senses, and that has created this crazy techno world that is soul destroying, stress destroying, that is killing us, if only we bloody knew it. I've been trying to sort things out so that they make sense. Things that are really there, describe them in such a way that they really make sense. So our dear energy mind, of course, is one of those. And to understand how dear energy minds react to stress, and that when you are stressed, you're seeing demons, and when you're energy high, you're seeing angels. When people have these crazy, schizophrenic, scary visions of demons everywhere beaking and pointing at them, it's just because they're stressed. It's not because their energy minds are sending them anything like realistic about the world, So then these crazy people, they run out of their houses and they say, you don't realize we're surrounded by demons who are constantly beaking at us. So if we take this poor bastard and we wrap him in a blanket, a soft, lovely blanket, and we calm him down and we stroke him and we say, it's all right, God loves you. Everything's okay now. And this guy goes, and we ask him, where are the demons? He says, well, there's nothing there, nothing at all. Okay, we got him to 0 on the modern energy chart. We got him to where the creators of the so-called modern enlightenment were. Just nothing. There's no angels, there's no demons, there's nothing. We're all alone. There's no God, there's nothing. We're all alone and we're just imagining all the rest. And oh my God, what a nightmare. It may feel better than being in constant terror of being beaked at by demons, but it's not the answer. So then we take our poor man in his blanket and we'll rub his back and do some energy healing. And actually, he's actually quite good looking. So I'm going to give him a kiss as well to help with the first circuitry energy there. There you go, darling. Look, he's lit up. I said, now what do you see? And he looks around and he says, there's angels everywhere. Angels everywhere. Look at that. The people themselves are angels. They are shining beings. Look how they interact. Look how this light flows between them. Oh my God. I have found enlightenment. Yes, you have, mate. Higher energy states. Simple as. And this is super important for me to have you guys understand this, that our dear energy minds are stress reactive. And really, it is as simple as that. When we're terrified, we will see demons behind every street corner, lurking everywhere. I'm just playing there in my mind. My dear energy mind sent me this Jim Morrison song called People Are Strange. It goes like, people are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are scary when you're down. That's exactly what I've described here. Stressed person sees the world in a horrible way. Like Hans Christian Andersen's in The Snow Queen, there's this evil mirror that splinters. And when a little shard of that evil mirror gets into your eye, then everything beauty becomes ugly. And even the most beautiful landscape, he writes, looks like boiled spinach. So, yeah, keeping ourselves strong has also this benefit that we are, our energy mind is functioning better. It's sending us better things, better messages. We have a better connection with it. And then we can do all sorts of things, and we can start to tell stories. And this is something, telling yourself your own bedtime stories, having your own sanctuary, your own place in time and space in the energy worlds, where you have a home, where you can go, regardless of where you are in physical reality. If you are in prison, if you are, I don't know, sleeping under a bridge, you can still let your consciousness travel into this sanctuary space where your home is, where your loved ones are, where your pets are, dead or alive, it matters not, where there's beautiful things and where there's interesting experiences that you cannot have in the hard. For 30 years, I've been trying to explain to people that making contact with your energy mind and through your energy mind with the energy realms is important. And they don't hear me, they don't listen, they don't understand, they don't want to know. That I've got so many problems already with my bills and with my relationships and with my health. I don't need this. And yes, you do. Yes, you do need this. You need this. You really do. You really do need this. You need this to counteract the stress in the heart. You need this to be a human being. You need this to have something in your life that is steady and that will be there for you. I find that difficult to explain. Hakon says, women are wicked. That's a fact. Hakon. Women are wicked when you are unwanted, and only when you are unwanted. When you are energy high and attractive and loved, women are loving and more than loving. They can be the wind beneath your wings. They can serve you in ways that nothing else ever could. And that is exactly the same the other way around. Men are wicked when you're unwanted. It's law of nature expressed in the modern energy chart. It's a wonderful thing to understand that. Okay, so yeah, having a sanctuary is a wonderful thing. And now then, we kind of transition there, see from there into this whole star matrix thing. And star matrix is a wonderful thing. As I say, if you haven't looked into it, please do. Awesome. Because in star matrix, we're asking people to tell us about their memories, their best memories of their lifetime. And of course, where do these memories come from? It's the energy mind that flashes up these memories. It's exactly the same process by which a story is told, by which a fantasy fiction story is told. It uses the same machinery of the mind, if you want to call it that. It uses the same machinery of the mind. And star memories make it super easy. It is so easy because they're so high level. So I'm going to ask you guys to remember something beautiful, a fun, a good memory, like a holiday. Let's do a holiday, perfect holiday memory. And yeah, just ask your dear energy mind to remind you of sort of a perfect star holiday memory, perfect place in time and space for the aspect. And when I just asked that question, I got a memory of running down a cobblestone street as a very young aspect on my way to a bakery to buy fresh bread for the morning breakfast. And it was high summer, so it was already really warm. This was very old part of an old town, and the aspect had the money, and she had a basket for the bread to go in, and she felt so proud that she was allowed to do this all by herself. So she must have been really quite small. And yeah, there was the warmth from the buildings and from the cobblestone street that hadn't gone overnight, although it was really early, and the blue sky and the mission. And oh yes, I'm smiling all over, and it was just really beautiful. And see, if you are a writer, or you don't have to be a writer, you're a person who can tell that story. Hopefully I've given enough detail so that you can get a sense of what that was, running down this cobblestone street as a young child and being so aware of the warmth from the buildings and the sun up above, and this fresh morning air as well, because this is early in the morning to get the breakfast bread for everybody. This important mission to be, on behalf of the whole family, I'm going to get the breakfast and have, sweet. So star memories are really easy to tell as a story, to include these components, these sensory components. And as this memory is playing through in my mind, I'm now getting that scent of the fresh bread from the bakers already sort of like, 50 yards perhaps away from, in this old, really medieval type town with the ancient buildings with the big wooden things, and the shingles hanging out. And you can smell that. All the other shops are still closed and there's very few people around. But there's this magic shop with these magic scents coming through. And yeah, it's fantastic. With every sense you add, it comes more to life. It becomes more real. You can feel it more. And it's brought with it also the sense of youth, which is really quite tremendous. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, dear energy mind. I have not thought of that particular holiday, that time, in 50 years. Wow, that's lovely. So yeah, and this is something that we do. We say, thank you, dear energy mind. Thank you. Thank you very much. And every thank you adds to that dear. It makes the dear dearer. And we need that for the best possible energy flow, communication with any parts of our bodies, My dear, dear hands, my beautiful wrists. That's beauty tea, Anybody's interested in that, look that up. Beauty tea. It's probably freely available on in the GOE library somewhere. Oh, energy work is beautiful. The world with 6 senses is beautiful. It is so fantastic. And I wish to God I would find a way to let more people know about this. I don't know what to do to try and tell people about it. I need you guys to go out there and share videos and share stuff and do something to help more people understand that, wow, we have these two things. We have reality itself. Reality itself. It is really real. We're not making it up. There is a real reality. And with the real reality, there comes this, yeah, there really is a great creative order. I don't like to use the term God because a lot of people have a lot of reversals against it, or they have weird internal representations about some angry bloke screaming abuse all the time. So I don't like to use that word. I like to talk in terms of the great creative order, that which is evident to me when I look at a fern, it's right there. There is staring you in the face. There is a great creative order. There is something bigger than us. There's something outside of us. And it has rules and regulations. And when you follow them, when you do the right thing, you are rewarded in some way. You are rewarded in some way. This is my guiding measure. Not what's written in old scrolls, not what the scientists say with their tablets and datas and stories. My guiding rule is that if you're doing it right, if you follow the laws of the great creative order, there is a noticeable benefit in it for you. There is a benefit in it for you. And yeah, well, if we make people happier, right? If we make people happier, then there is a benefit there. First of all, it kind of feels good to yourself. That's already a good sign, a good sign. I don't know where we came up with the idea that everything that feels good is bad and everything that feels bad is good. And the worse it feels, the better it is for you. I have no idea how that happened. That's insanity. It's complete insanity. Utter insanity. The better it feels, the righter it is. This is how the great creative order constructed us, that we are actually trying to find things that make us feel good. The freshest that we have an idea, there's fresh water and filthy water, and that the fresh water tastes better, it smells better, it is better. It just couldn't be simpler than that, could it, really? Yes, I've completely lost my train of thought here. Right, guys, tell me something here. So, what we want to be doing, the star memories, yes, okay. The star memories, the dear energy mind. You don't have to have studied Project Sanctuary or Supermind in order to get into star memories. And that's the beautiful thing about Star Matrix. You do not have to know a damn thing about modern energy to get this idea that remembering positive star events from your past has a beneficial effect on your mind, on your body, and on your spirit. You don't even have to explain that to anybody. You can just say to people, hey guys, what's the best food you've ever had in your whole life? Where was that? What was the time of day? What was the time of year? Who else was there? Tell me about this. And the person will, tell the story of some kind of food. that they've had, and they will smile, and hopefully everybody who hears this, their mouth will water as well as these tastes and scents and environmental circumstances are being recalled and told and shared. It's wonderful. It's the most amazing thing. It's beautiful. And it's this connection with the dear energy mind that I have been searching for. How the hell can I make it relevant, the dear energy mind, this connection, this information that it gives you? How can I make that relevant to everyday people? And Star Matrix is the answer to that. If people never go any further than just remembering their own star memories, if they never do anything else, hey, hallelujah. I swear to God, it's another soul saved, another incarnation saved. To turn away from the darkness and turn towards the inner light that really exists, that really shines, that wants to shine brightly and break forth, God damn it. Yeah, so, but there will be those who will, make that connection, and the dear energy mind, wow, who's sending me these memories? What's going on here? And discover this, or not just discover, God damn it. People already have inner sanctuaries. They already have inner places that they go to in moments of crisis. There may be memories. They may be based on a memory. Like, let's say you have a lovely childhood memory of being in a wooden log cabin somewhere in nature for whatever reason. And so you remember this really well, everything about it. Well, you can go into that memory and you can go back into it. There might be your young aspect there as well, or not. It doesn't matter. It's possible. It's doable. It's natural. And of course, I think it is really super important. I think it's really super important that we activate this extraordinary superpower that we all have to make our energy body react any which way we want to, simply by calling up a star memory, by thinking about something that we love, by actually literally transporting ourselves to a different place in time and space, where every single thing is there to help you and support you in ways that you don't even know, and I don't even know how that works. When I step into a sanctuary space, and it is early morning and there's still mists over the mountains, but everything's pink from the angle of the sun, and the grass is moist and has these big daily diamonds on it that reflect, every one of them, the sunrise. Everything in there is energy. The diamond sparkles in the grass are energy. The grass is energy. The ground I'm standing on is energy. The mountains are energy. The sky is energy. And all together they create an energy cocktail that is just perfect for me right now. You cannot do that consciously, but it is what the energy mind does. That's what it's for. And it can do so many wonderful things. And I just wish more people would start to play with it. And I think possibly Star Matrix is going to be the way to that. I think Star Matrix is going to be the way to that. I believe Star Matrix has the power to finally start getting people to be fascinated with their own mind skills, with their own abilities to remember, with their own senses, with their own sacred intelligence. There you go. With your own sacred intelligence that doesn't come from the energy mind, but it comes through the energy mind. It comes through the energy mind. The energy mind takes this energy data and creates this from that energy data. It creates this interface where we can understand what's going on. And that's also important to know, is that the dear energy mind that they used to call a daemon isn't making it up. It's translating it. It's not God, but it is how we connect with God. I said it. Oh dear. The sacred intelligence of the dear energy mind. Okay, so let's just end. I'll tell you what we'll do. I did say we were going to talk about the dear energy mind today. Let's just do a little thing. If you want to, you don't have to. It's completely optional and voluntary. We do the heart position in modern energy just to let everything know, mind, body, spirit, that we want everybody to be in on the party. It's a party invitation to do this. Thank you, dear energy mind, for all you've given me. You're amazing. And I want to have an even better relationship with you. I want to let all this old nonsense that is nothing but disturbance go away. And I just want to love you unconditionally, because that's how I can understand you. I can learn to understand you. This is, again, is a general rule. You can really only understand that which you love unconditionally. That's when the energy flow is as high as it can possibly be. And it has nothing to do with, choices or preferences or anything like that. It's a simple structural reality. The more you love something, the more you can learn about it, the more you understand about it. And our dear, dear, dear energy minds, they are amazing. They're amazing. They're a gift from the great creative order. And we haven't even begun to we haven't even received it yet. We have, never mind starting to take the bow off and really unwrap what's inside. And there's no more fear of insanity from the dear energy mind. The only time dear energy minds go mad is when they become too stressed. And that's exactly the same as happens with people and their conscious minds, or animals, or any system that becomes too stressed. It becomes chaotic, it becomes unstable, it goes crazy, and then it goes boom. Law of nature. What can I say? I just see that Sanity has joined us from Malaysia. Hello, Sanity. Fantastic. Lovely to see you here. Energy mind is marvelous. Yes, it is. The dear, dear energy mind is just a super skill. It's a super skill. This is why I called that the progenitor of Project Sanctuary Supermind. Because when we can get our conscious mind and our dear energy mind communicating and on the same page, that's how we were designed to function. That's how it's supposed to be. And I believe that Star Matrix is like the direct path to really get people back falling in love with their own dear energy minds and really finding those amazing benefits of using that system that the great creative order gave us all. Woohoo! Wow, this was a long live stream, wasn't it? 45 minutes. Dearie me, I apologize for exceeding my normal 30-minute session by this much, but it is a topic that I am, oh man, it's probably a story of my life. But this whole energy mind thing is probably the major sort of story of my life, is that I just wish people would have more access to it. And it's not a question of being born that way or being talented or anything like that. It is as structural to us human beings as it is to, I don't know, wibble our hands about. There you go. Everybody who's got two hands can wibble their hands about. It's structural. The dear energy mind is structural. Everybody has it. If they start loving it through Star Matrix, then we are going to be looking at an explosion of creativity. And that's really where I would like to end this with. A lot of people are thinking Star Matrix is crap because we only just look at the glories of our past and it's just rubbish and who wants to do that and we need to dig more trauma. And you could not be further from the truth than that. That's totally, you've been brainwashed to think that, people. You've been brainwashed that trauma is where the answer is, and it isn't. At the very best, what we can learn from trauma is what not to do. But what to actually do and what to do differently to create, solutions to the many problems we've been left with thanks to the age of enlightenment, we need something else. We need something else. And we need our dear energy minds on our side. And I'm convinced of that. And Star Matrix is the first step on that way. And I'm just super happy, loving it. It's a beautiful thing. Make sure you join the Star Matrix Summit, and so you can stop taking just my word for it and hear what the others have had to say about it and what promises there are in Star Matrix for trauma healing, for personal development, for healing family relationships. Oh man. And so much more, so much more. Sorting out the metaphysics at last through shared human experiences. Wow. Lots of fun to be had in the future. Oh, hi there. Hi, Leah. Julia. Hello, Julia. And Eleonora. Hello, Eleonora. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been wonderful fun. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will take some time today to spend with your own dear energy mind and just say hi. Just remember a star memory, perhaps, or just sort of, you can also think about like things from childhood, your favorite books, where an author created a world in which you lived and where you stepped inside. And these are all things that speak to our dear energy minds and keep them active, keep them happy, and sort of give them permission to be much more active in our daily lives. So, my beautiful people, hello, Julie. Thank you for your kind words, Julie. That's nice. I'm just going to put you up on the screen so that the YouTube people don't think I'm making you up. Thank you so much for being here with me, everybody. Lots and lots of love to you. And start exploring your star memories. Best thing since sliced bread. Lots of love, and I'll see you again next Sunday for Sunday Live with Sylvia. Bye for now.